Hey everybody, it's Shiri. Let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk about gratitude and the active and conscious effort to always be grateful. When you're always grateful, you're never too comfortable. If you're always being actively appreciative and you're always actively being grateful and you're always actively trying to recognize your abundances, your privileges, and your blessings, then you're never ever going to get too comfortable in your life because you're always going to be actively and consciously aware of the things in your life and the people in your life and what's going on in your life and everything that you have and everything that you give. To be grateful is to understand what it means to actively be thankful and actively appreciate everything and to have this active and ongoing awareness for yourself and others and for everything in your reality and for everything that your consciousness understands. In order to receive more,
I'm always drinking some kind of coffee here.
in order to receive, whether that be more money or more connection or
Wisdom or knowledge or learning how to do a skill or anything of that sort.
in order to receive, we must actively practice gratitude and appreciation. Let's say you have a goal where you want to save $10,000. If whatever money you're making currently or income you're generating currently, if you can't even set aside, let's say, an extra few $100s a month for yourself in savings, or if you can't fix your behavioral habits with the money you currently have, how are you going to treat that money? If, let's say, somebody were to give you that $10,000 right now, you would not know how to handle that kind of energy. You would do the same thing that you're doing with your current income or your current savings with that $10,000 because you're not prepared to handle that kind of energy right now. In goal setting and in gratitude and in appreciating, there's something that not many people recognize beneath it all. And that's the art of discipline. And I call it an art because gratitude, discipline, appreciation, all of these things are characteristics, but they are also arts in of themselves. They take a lot of active awareness to be able to recognize the energy they hold and to constantly be appreciating and to constantly be grateful and to constantly be aware. It takes that energy to know that it exists. Recently I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I have all these things going on. I'm so busy. I don't have time to clean my apartment. Everything is a mess. I'm just constantly on the go. And I'm feeling like the world is, imploding on me a little bit. But then I think to myself, listen, you literally prayed for the life that you have right now. A year ago today, myself would not have believed where I'd be right now. I would not believe myself if I had told my past self, you would be here in this environment doing this with your life and XYZ. I would literally be like, what? No way. How did this happen? So sometimes it's so important to just take a step back and be like, I'm so grateful. I have a sink full of dishes. I'm grateful I have, just dial it back to the basics. I know some people may probably be thinking wow, this is so cringe. It's so cringy or it's this or it's that. But it's actually the key to attracting more in your life, whether it be success, knowledge, connection, literacy financially or literacy emotionally or just anything that you want. To be actively conscious and aware of things and to be grateful and even just take it back to the basics helps you to de-stress and de-center the things that aren't as important. For example, the fact that my apartment has been a mess because I've been so busy, that's amazing. I was unemployed for a few months and I remember just doing my thing and finding ways to, I was selling bags online and making YouTube videos and going to the gym and just doing all these other little things to focus on myself in my period of unemployment. And I just remember thinking to myself, I'm so stressed right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel so lost. And now I think to myself, I'm so grateful that my life is so busy and I have all of this opportunity and all of these things. And the ability to generate income and the ability to
make food and have a sink full of dishes and to have hot showers and to have a warm bed to sleep in and to be able to move my body and go to the gym and walk outside.
no matter how hectic life gets or how much I progress in my life in all areas, it's just so important to recognize and take a step back and be like, I can clean the floor, I can do these things, I can plan in my planner, I can do all these things, but don't let it get to me in that way. I'm somebody who journals, or I try to journal from time to time. Like sometimes I'll record like voice memos in my phone, and sometimes I like to go back and listen to them and listen to the things I was like thinking or feeling in certain time periods. I do that also just ground myself in a way where I don't like to forget the reasons I do things and my why, my North Star in life, why I'm doing certain things and how I'm doing certain things and certain goals. And anytime I feel lost, I like to go back and listen to these recordings or go back and read old entries, and I kind of find myself again. That's another way that I'm constantly actively being appreciative and seeking and participating in active awareness and gratitude, is by just kind of keeping track of things in my life, and to make sure that I'm always, anytime I feel a little stressed or I find myself having a new situation or this and that, I always kind of like, redirect myself back to the reason why I do everything and the reason why things are happening. And it always just leads me to feeling grateful. And it takes that emotional weight off my shoulders, in the sense of like, I'm just grateful to be where I am right now, for everything in my life, the opportunities, the abundances, the privileges I have, everything that I've worked really hard to create and make and earn and be a part of. I'm just grateful. And so no matter what kind of stresses happen in life, to just center myself and know that with discipline, with time, with the right energy and focus, you can attract, receive, and do anything that you want in this world.
With the knowledge and active appreciation that you gain for things in life, to seek that wisdom, sprinkle it onto others whenever or wherever possible if needed. When people confide in me about things that they go through here and there, I always like to sprinkle my little gratitude and appreciative bits and sprinkle them everywhere.
And hopefully inspire and uplift people. Not that I come from a place of the fact that I know everything and that I have it all figured out, but just of the fact that when you're grateful and you're actively appreciating, hopefully you can spread that onto others, inspire and help people in whatever they're going through. If you're waking up early for a job or for school or something and you're like, I'm so tired, I'm so over this, just think to yourself, I'm grateful that I get to wake up. I'm grateful I get to go to work, to school, to this opportunity, to see this person, to do this thing. Some things in life are just things that we don't want to do, but we have to. And those things need appreciation as well. Those things that we don't feel like doing or don't feel like working on, or kind of like they're just like adulting things. Like I remember I was like renewing my health card and I'm like thinking to myself like,
this is annoying. Like, I don't feel like doing this right now, this early in the morning. I'm grateful that I'm able to do that. I'm able to take myself here and do this thing and have the time set aside and create that for myself to be able to get this done.
If we find tidbits of gratitude in everything that we do in life and everything that we think, we will feel much better. And also with that comes grace and love and kindness to yourself and others. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. I want you to know that I'm grateful for you, and I want you to know that you can do anything in this life. You can attract anything in this life. You can do anything when you're actively being grateful and appreciative. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm appreciative of you, and I love you, and I want you to know that I'm manifesting the world for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I love you so much. Bye.